So if you process this the right way, right, and you understand what's going on here.
Start to investigate. The creepy moaning suddenly just stops.
If you ever thought you heard something, yeah, I'm pretty sure we all went through that. We thought you heard something and you really didn't, so you tried to ignore it. But I want to explain something to you. It's called the subconscious, right? So if I'm conscious minded, that means I'm woke. If you're in a vegetable state, you're unconscious. What's keeping you alive? Your heart. But they say you can hear and do whatever. So that's the subconscious that's actually still alive. Right? So here we're gonna just say for instance, this isn't real. We're gonna have a hyperbole like this is just a recording. This voice is an exaggeration. This is just a recording. Somebody made that. And now we have a staged video camera and a person boiling water with salt. Now let me process something for you. As I'm talking on the phone and the USPS people are delivering my package and they're reading my name, but I'm talking to a representative on the phone at Apple about an app that's failed that I just paid for and it's not downloading. As I'm talking to the representative, we're talking out loud. And the extra echo I hear, the coincidence that my package is now here at my door. And that spontaneous reaction of let me check because I'm awaiting my sneakers arrives. The echo, I thought I was psychic. I thought I was genius. I thought I was psychic. I thought I had a telekinesis kind of power where I bended time and I heard the future. Not necessarily like metal, because that's what telekinesis is. Bending objects without really touching them, just using your brain. So basically, you envisioned yourself bending time and calculating you going to get your package at your door at a perfect time. Maybe you see the deliverer, or maybe you just hear the package just drop. But it caught your attention. It's called the coincidence. So if there's an echo as I'm talking to somebody, because it is subconscious that's processing. The subconscious is what makes you smart. That's the cycle of being intelligent. That's the storage of knowledge, is the subconscious. So therefore it echoes through the conscience, through memory. You got short-term memory, long-term memory, and different sides of the brain. So if I hear the echo of the subconscious processing in my brain, does that cause insanity? The question is yes. If it's an unwanted voice, it's called mental health. So as you see, the person is boiling water and has salt to cleanse the air because he hears something or she hears something and it's not there. So that goes with what I have to tell you with this page. That's why I'm eating this page up, is when I say UFOs and aliens are gas. Because now you're using water and salt. And you don't see anything but terrain, degree, and the weather, the earth. You're outside. You're recording outside. You hear somebody, an old woman crying, and you just can't find her. So you came to the decision that you have to record it because it's unbelievable. And now you have viewers looking at your video, deciphering if it's real or fake. So I gave you a visual of what's going on, if it's possible. So if this is fake and it's just a woman or a recording, of that being played, and this is just being acted out. You got my okay. I agree. Now, say for instance, somebody died here, and the subconscious is still playing. And I just told you UFOs and aliens are gas. And gas are in humans. Gas is in everything. Gas is actually life. Let's just get it out the way. The car cannot fucking move if it doesn't have gas. That's why they're trying to make it electricity. That's why they're trying to put chips in people to make us robots, androids. That's a trend effect. So let me keep it human right now, right? What used to happen a long time ago. When you used to mummify people, mummification, used to wrap them up. And some people used to freeze the body and then use other organs and put other organs in a frozen body like they do with Walt Disney. That's the other side of the medical field. The Nagaland, as you see, the Nagaland flag that I always use, where Jesus did travel in the Nagaland. They taught him about funeral janazas and the proper way to bury your body so it won't be haram to the earth. So it used to be a little wicked back in the day and cold. And you used to be able to see stuff, and technology kind of crippled it. So say for instance, this person is just boiling this hot water and this salt to release a spirit. How doesn't that match with aliens or gas? Especially if a deceased person is more of a recording than a body, because the body decomposes. But the memory, the storage card of the person is always embedded in you. It's inserted. The body's injected. You see? In a different way. It's injected back to the earth. But you are a recording. You're a storage head. So look what happens. They have an infrared to pick up on heat. Because I know if you ever seen something happen, it brings a cold feeling. Sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. So the boiling water, I don't know if this is an act, but listen, the boiling water, the heat, and the salt. Now, this isn't a cry for help. These aren't actual words from vocabulary. This can be, mistaken for a prayer or a trend or a hum or a tongue or something like that. That's the only reason why I can believe it, because it's not words. Birds pick up on each other's music. They hum with each other even though birds are races. You have a blue jay and a red robin. Then you have a regular cardinal that's not a red robin and has more red on him than the red robin. So why isn't the red robin the cardinal and the cardinal the red robin? And what does that have to do with a process storage recording of a old woman, supposedly not there, and it sounds haunted? The echo, the subconscious, the vegetable state. You ever notice when birds don't talk to us, they hit us and connect us a different way? They hit and connect through your subconscious. If you sit up there and talk to a bird and he's not a parrot, and you could teach a crow how to talk, those are the only two birds that can talk. You're going cuckoo crazy. Exactly. So this cuckoo crazy situation right here, where you hear this old woman that's in a prayer or a hum, has the same effect subconsciously. So the medicine woman, you always got to use organic and herbal elements of the earth to basically dye the earth and bleach the earth and clean the earth. That's why it rains. That's why it storms. That's why it breaks apart with earthquakes. That's why lava happens. That's why it's creation. And that's why things die off. Extinction. So as you can see, the smart person right here has a fog. Has a fog. So if you think about it, all right, gas is the same color. They try to portray Casper the Friendly Ghost as white, but then they call, the black spirit a demon. But if you ask me, both of them shit scare you and they both dead. What's the point? They racist. It's color. Now look deeper into religion and ethnicity. And then you look into sexism and gender. So we're not hearing words from a bird, and we're not hearing words right now. We're hearing a hum. She's not asking for help. She's not crying either. It doesn't seem like there's a glory in her hum or an exalted hum. It's kind of in the middle, like purgatory. You got heaven, hell, and then you have purgatory. So in a purgatory, there's something called a paradox, right? And the paradox keeps you alive. You're not burning in the hellfire, but you're not at the apex of life either. It's like government. You got the fraudulent FBI, then you got the people beneath them. That's the regular citizens that's working 9 to 5s. Then you got the higher ups, the millionaires and the billionaires. That goes with psyche, your mental estate. If you're trying to level up, how smart are you, your education, and where your wealth is? You have to follow your education to get to your wealth. Your wealth is already there. Some certain people fraudulently are just jumping to their wealth. Now, how does that has anything to do with a woman humming? You can't see her, and he's outside blowing smoke, trying to see if he can see somebody or trying to get rid of a spirit. If I'm fraudulently jumping to my money without the education, and then I also see or hear a trapped subconscious, that voice is telling you no or yes because you made the jump without the education. So now you see something. Nah, you don't. You hear it. The only thing you see is the fog that you came out the house with. And I'm pointing you the visual. Look at the ghost I caught. Left, right brain, clouds that goes to the sky, and heat rises. So when heat rises, you could get in trouble. There goes the radar, the bell, the buzzer. Yeah. Especially when you just jump to your wealth without the education fraudulently. You're going to get in trouble. There goes your bell. It's like the Undertaker bell or a funeral bell. You see how it changes? The word is called degree. You got a high bell that can annoy you. Then you got a low bell that could behead you. It's like an execution. Something called fighting words. Right? The spirit she isn't talking. Can't even see it. You see the subconscious? How it can process? So for a better analysis, to look at this backwards. See if there was a real person there making that same exact noise, and there we see her. And he throws that hot ass water on her. Is he right or wrong? Aliens and gas. Feelings. You feel hungry. You feel starved. Makes sense now, right?